Nobody's taught us how to handle emotion.
And how do you define कि आप खुश हो?
When you suppress and repress emotions, it becomes illnesses in your body.
सबसे बड़ा जो चैलेंज सबकी लाइफ में वो यही है कि टाइम नहीं है।
An emotional wave actually lasts only 90 seconds.
क्या ऐसा हो सकता है, क्या ऐसा हम कर सकते हैं जिससे हम खुश रहें और हैप्पीनेस हैक कर सके जिसे कहते हैं?
Now I'm going to say happiness is also a habit.
You start defining exactly what everything means to you.
Yeah.
कहते हैं हैप्पीनेस एक डेस्टिनेशन नहीं बल्कि एक जर्नी है। तो आज खुशी के इसी सफर पर चलिए हमारे साथ H2O जिंदगी पर, क्योंकि आज हमारी खास मेहमान हैं हैप्पीनेस कोच जानकी रवानी। हाय, माय नेम इज वीना सोनी। वेलकम टू येट अनदर एपिसोड ऑफ H2O जिंदगी, जहां हम आपको सिखाते हैं कि कैसे आप एक ज्यादा हेल्दी, हैप्पी और ऑसम जिंदगी जी सकते हैं। तो अगर आपका भी पर्पस है जिंदगी में हैप्पी रहना, खुश रहना, तो आज का एपिसोड आपके लिए है, क्योंकि आज हम आपको बताएंगे कि कैसे खुश रहने के लिए आपको अपने किसी भी नेगेटिव इमोशन को अपनी लाइफ से निकालने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, बल्कि उन्हें एक्सेप्ट करने की ज़रूरत है, और कैसे आप किसी भी सिचुएशन में खुद को खुश रख सकते हैं। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं आज का सफ़र। A warm welcome, Janki, to H2O. So good to see you, you know.
It's lovely to be here.
तो पहला सवाल तो यही कि क्या आप खुश हैं?
बहुत ज़्यादा. I'm so happy to be here. But even other than that, yes, I can confidently say I am happy.
And how do you define कि आप खुश हो? किसी को कैसे पता चलता है कि हाँ वो खुश है?
Actually, हाँ, किसी और को नहीं पता चलता, because एक अच्छा सा स्माइल लगा दिया चेहरे पे तो सब सोचते हैं हाँ इसकी लाइफ ठीक है, ये खुशी होगी. बट यू नो इनसाइड, आर यू रियली हैप्पी, राइट? हैप्पीनेस फॉर मी, आई कैन टेल यू, इज़ अ चॉइस. Happiness for me is mindfulness and self-awareness. Happiness for me is deciding what meaning I want to attach to certain things. So I think one of the most funny things that I learned about happiness in the last 7 years journey that I have had as a happiness coach was the fact that happiness for me includes every emotion, positive and negative. So on some days, even being sad or angry or sulking is what would make me happy. Like on that day when I want to be sad, if you tell me no, be happy, I'll be like, you know, like, no, I want to be happy. Like right now being sad makes me happy, right? Which is why we go to watch movies that are sad or horror or thrillers, because on that day, in that moment, we've decided this emotion is going to be fun to experience. This is going to make me happy.
So it's a very interesting perspective that you have given me कि आप सारे emotions feel कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि जनरली जब कोई रोता है तो हम क्या कहते हैं, यार रोने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, खुश हो जाओ, फटाफट खुश हो जाओ, which means we can actually experience each and every emotion when we are saying that be happy.
Let's say my best friend has gone away and I'm feeling sad. And at that time you say, no, you're a happiness coach, you have to be happy, you can't be sad. But right now, grieving a friend who has gone away, maybe shifted to a different country, is what I need to do right now. And to honor that feeling is happiness in that moment, right? So when you allow yourself complete freedom, and here's the funny part, we are actually not free. You know, everybody talks about free will, but we are actually not free. If you think about it, let's say you want to eat ice cream and your mind is saying, no, what if I put on weight? You know, how many calories are there in it? What if I get diabetes? Now that is all your thought process, the conditioning, the beliefs, the things you've heard from society. So that, you know, beautiful tub of joy, which is ice cream, suddenly becomes whatever because of the mental narrative you've attached. So you're not free to do what you want to do because your mind stopped you. Likewise, the more you start becoming self-aware, you'll start recognizing the narrative. And once you recognize the narrative, it's just a matter of saying, oh, okay, this is what's happening in my mind. I don't need to think this way anymore. Let's dig in, right? And that's when you will start giving yourself the freedom.
So it starts with self-awareness. 100%. और self-awareness की शुरुआत कहाँ से की जाए, क्योंकि हम लोग इतने बिजी हैं लाइफ में, राइट? किसी से भी आप बात करोगे, यार टाइम नहीं है. सबसे बड़ा जो चैलेंज सबकी लाइफ में वो यही है कि टाइम नहीं है, या ट्रैवल बहुत ज़्यादा करना है, या फैमिली इश्यूज़ हैं, फैमिली प्रेशर बहुत ज़्यादा है, वर्क प्रेशर बहुत ज़्यादा है, हम ऑटो पायलट मोड में जी रहे हैं। तो ये सेल्फ अवेयरनेस जो है, इसकी शुरुआत आखिरकार की कहाँ से जाए?
I think that's a great question. Self-awareness starts with a decision to be aware, right? Because most of us are very happy being unaware. जैसे आप सोचो कि ये घर चलाने के लिए या ऑफिस चलाने के लिए हमने एक मैनेजर रख दिया है. अब I can be, in La La Land because मैनेजर सब कुछ देख रहा है. So the first thing you have to do if you really want to be self-aware is fire the manager. Right? Which means that autopilot system in your head कि खाना ऐसे बनाते हैं, चॉपिंग ऐसे करेंगे, ड्राइविंग ऐसे करेंगे, घर से ऑफिस का रूट ये वाला हमने ऑटोपायलट पे सब रख के वी कैन बी थिंकिंग एनीथिंग एंड चीज़ें हम करते जा रहे हैं, हमें पता ही नहीं कब शुरू हुआ कब ख़त्म हुआ. दैट इज़ ऑटोपायलट. सो द फर्स्ट थिंग यू हैव टू बी इज़ लाइक ओके आई एम गोइंग टू बी माइंडफुल. दैट्स अ डिसीजन. देन इट्स अबाउट बिल्डिंग मसल्स. जैसे हम जिम जाके एब्स बनाने हैं, मसल्स बाइसेप्स बनाने हैं, यू हैव टू गो टू द जिम एवरी डे फॉर लाइक अ ईयर रेगुलरली टू सी एनी कर्व्स ऑन योर मसल्स. लाइक दैट द मिनट यू मेक द डिसीजन, इट्स लाइक डिसीजन लेके साइन अप तो कर लिया जिम, अब जाना पड़ेगा रोज़. सो व्हेन यू इन एवरी मोमेंट से नो आई एम गोना बी माइंडफुल, आई एम गोना बी माइंडफुल, आई एम गोना बी माइंडफुल, you start actually cultivating that, building that muscle of mindfulness. So like I said, first I said happiness is self-awareness, happiness is a choice, happiness is freedom. Now I'm going to say happiness is also a habit. It's a habit that you cultivate, and happiness is building muscles by going to the gym every day.
ओके, सो फिजिकल फिटनेस के लिए तो जिम कहीं पर भी है, मेंबरशिप कहीं भी ली जा सकती है. आप एक हैप्पीनेस कोच हैं, तो क्या हैप्पीनेस का जिम आपके पास है?
Bilkul, why not? As a happiness coach, my job is to teach people how to be happy and build the muscle of happiness. But yes, see, the information for this is available out there, right? इतनी सारी बुक्स है, पॉडकास्ट है, सब कुछ है. बट आप वो सब छोड़ के कोई भी एक चीज़ लीजिए, कोई भी एक piece of information, tool, for example, mindfulness, right? And every day for 100 days practice that. Like, can I be mindful while I'm eating? Can I be mindful while I'm, talking to someone? What am I feeling inside? When I'm getting angry, what is actually going on in my mind? The more you start practicing, let's say, mindfulness and self-awareness, that's the starting point. So one of the things that I do, जब मैंने mindfulness सीखा था, and of course overnight नहीं आया, बहुत प्रैक्टिस करनी पड़ती है, बिकॉज इट्स सो ईजी टू स्विच ऑफ. मैनेजर को बोलो कि तुम खाना बना लो, मैं कुछ और सोच रही हूँ, बट व्हेन यू एक्चुअली बिकम प्रेजेंट टू योर ओन लाइफ, यू रियलाइज़ कि आपको टीवी मूवीज़ देखने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, बिकॉज इतना सारा एंटरटेनमेंट यहीं पे चल रहा है, राइट? सो व्हेन यू स्टार्ट एंड लाइक आई रियली फील मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स आई एम वॉचिंग माई सेल्फ फ्रॉम हियर. Like I'm watching what I'm doing, what I'm feeling, how I'm thinking and processing something. And sometimes I'm like, when my husband and I fight, and I'll burst out in the middle of the fight, like, fight, and I'm crying, and suddenly I'll burst out because I just saw myself ki yaar Janki, really itna drama, like kya kar rahi hai yaar? And I burst out laughing because I'm like, wow, I'm being really dramatic right now. So yeah, once you start becoming mindful, you'll actually have so much more fun and life will become really entertaining. You'll not need a Netflix subscription.
या यू आर राइट. नेटफ्लिक्स का सब्सक्रिप्शन हम इसलिए लेते हैं ताकि हम कोई ना कोई सीरीज़ देखकर खुश हो जाएं, अपने ब्रेन को इन्वॉल्व कर लें उस सीरीज़ में, या फिर अपने जो स्ट्रेसेस हैं या प्रॉब्लम्स हैं वो भूल जाएं. बट व्हेन यू से कि हमारी लाइफ में इतना ड्रामा है, बट डोंट यू थिंक दैट ड्रामा ड्रेन्स एनर्जी? डू वी रियली नीड इट? एंड इफ़ इट्स देयर, डोंट यू थिंक दैट हमारी हैप्पीनेस को स्नैच अवे कर रहा है?
Okay, so drama. Okay, let's talk about drama for a second. Yes, drama drains you out, drama takes away your happiness. वो सब बिल्कुल सही है. But think about it. अगर मैं आपको कोई Netflix की सीरीज़ या मूवी देखने कहूँ जिसमें कोई ड्रामा नहीं है, will you watch it? You'll be like, यार बकवास शो है. Emotions ही नहीं है, characters, like yeah, everybody is happy, everybody is smiling, क्या चल रहा है? जॉब अप्लाई किया तो मिल गया, गर्लफ्रेंड चाहिए मिल गई, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है लाइफ में. यू विल बी लाइक, ये क्या बकवास है, इसमें ड्रामा नहीं है, इमोशंस नहीं है, कैरेक्टर्स कुछ ऐसे फील नहीं कर रहे. सो वी लव ड्रामा. इन फैक्ट वी पे मनी टू वॉच ड्रामा. सो माई एज अ हैप्पीनेस कोच, दिस इज़ वन ऑफ द थिंग्स दैट everybody who works with me gets very surprised about कि मैं happiness coach हूँ, but मैं कहती हूँ गुस्सा करना है कर लो, sad रोना धोना कर लेते हैं, jealous feel करना है jealous feel कर लेते हैं. I said रोकना नहीं है कुछ. Allow yourself to feel every emotion because that makes a complete human experience. We are human beings, no? We have to feel the entire range of human emotions, right? So if you're not feeling those emotions, you're not human. So you can't take away the best part of being human. When you suppress and repress emotions, it becomes illnesses in your body. So psychosomatic illnesses, that's where it comes from.
Right. So when you're not speaking it up, when you're not feeling it, when you're not sharing it, you are accumulating it inside yourself, and that's how sicknesses are there.
Creative.
And that's what you spoke about, right? कि freedom होनी चाहिए जितने भी emotions हैं उन्हें feel करने की.
बिल्कुल.
लेकिन ये freedom कितनी आसान है. अभी तो हम इतना भी free नहीं हो पाते कि हम किसी जैसे I'll just give you an example of my life कि मेरा बेटा नहीं पढ़ रहा होता है तो हम उससे नहीं फ्री हो पाते हैं यार कि पढ़ लो नहीं तो हम खुश नहीं होंगे, हम दुखी हो जाएंगे if you're not getting marks, if you're not studying. How do we get freedom from this? This dependence on somebody else for happiness.
Yeah. So nobody in this world can make you happy other than yourself. Nobody in the world can make you sad or angry or upset other than yourself, right? So whatever it is, पूरा game यहीं का है, सब कुछ. Okay, so other than this, external everything is just a reflection of your inner world. So if you realize that if I'm feeling something, I am the only person that needs to validate, that needs to say, yes, you're feeling sad. I give you the permission to feel sad. It's okay to feel sad. Take as long as you want. That's how I do it for myself. And actually what I feel ki, arey yaar, ye, sadness. Why do people not give themselves the permission to feel things? Because they feel अगर हम इस नदी में कूद गए, इस emotion की नदी में कूद गए, बह जाएंगे, डूब जाएंगे, right? But you don't realize. So here's the research around emotions. We call it an emotional wave. An emotional wave actually lasts only 90 seconds. So for 90 seconds, if you allow yourself to feel that sadness, anger, jealousy, hate, disgust, shame, guilt, whatever, and you mindfully watch it like, wow, you're feeling sad. Okay, allow yourself to feel sad. And if you just do that for 90 seconds, sit with it. Don't try to run away from it, distract yourself, Netflix dekh liya, shopping kar liya, kuch kha liya. That's how we distract ourselves. If you don't distract and you sit mindfully with that feeling, mentally and emotionally and physically, ki body mein, when you feel angry, ye ho raha hai, kya sadness mein ye ho raha hai. When you sit with it, it passes in 90 seconds. Actually, it's not your fault. Nobody's taught us how to handle emotions, how to, feel these emotions, that it's okay to sit with negative emotions. So if you're feeling angry, so there are days where I get really angry with my children because they're just, let's say, not cleaning their room. And a part of me is like, Janki, you're a happiness coach and all that. Why are you getting angry? And I'm like, no, I accept. Now, there's a difference here. One is I acknowledge I'm feeling angry, frustrated, helpless. I don't have to show it to them. I don't have to vent it in a monster mama way. But inside, when I acknowledge to myself, I'm getting really pissed off, they're just not listening. When I show myself that compassion, the patience, ki, okay Janki, why are you getting so angry? Kya chal raha hai? And then I realize ki haan yaar, itne kaam hai, main already karke aayi hu, ab ye nahi hoga mere se, and they're just not listening. So, okay, you're feeling tired. Oh, come sit with me. It's okay, feel tired, come sit. The minute you start showing yourself that compassion, the world becomes a zen place again.
So it starts with self-awareness and then compassion and then sitting with that emotion, चाहे वो जो भी emotion हो, anger है, hatred है, jealousy है, it's okay. खुद को allow करने देना कि हाँ, I can feel this emotion, sit with it and let it go. Yes, yeah. That's the whole journey is all about. Okay, so mindfulness is one tool that you gave us कि इससे हम happiness की तरफ बढ़ सकते हैं, पहला कदम बढ़ा सकते हैं. Can you please share some more tools कि क्या ऐसा हो सकता है, क्या ऐसा हम कर सकते हैं जिससे हम खुश रहें और happiness hack कर सकें जिसे कहते हैं?
Yes, बिल्कुल. So one of the other things I love a lot is becoming mindful of what is the meaning I'm attaching to what is happening in life. Again, it's an extension of mindfulness, but as a tool, I ask myself, what's the meaning you're attaching to this, Janki, right? So when I say, let's say I'm stuck in traffic, what is the meaning I was attaching? And this is a true story for me. So I used to work in Lower Parel, I live in Andheri, so easily in the evening 1.5 to 2 hours traffic time, right, coming from office to home. And every day I would sit in my car angry and frustrated, Bombay, BMC, government, roads, bakwas, garmi, barish, I would be abusing everything and everyone. And after I became a happiness coach, I learned the mindfulness tools, and I said, what is the meaning I'm attaching to traffic? And I said, traffic is a waste, traffic is useless, all these stupid cars, why can't people just go by, carpool or go by trains and bus, there should be less cars. And I said, okay, but what if this was a good thing? Now I'm changing the meaning, I'm totally flipping it. So I said, okay, what if traffic was a good thing? How can we make this a good thing? So I realized कि अगर कुछ meaning attach करना ही है, so let me make traffic me time. Okay, so now that 2 hours as a working mom, you know that we never get time for ourselves. So that 2 hours of traffic now was the best part of my day, because I would make my phone calls to my friends, I would listen to songs, podcasts, music, do some singing practice, कुछ भी. वो 2 घंटे मैंने पूरे दिन में से अपने लिए निकाल लिए in my little world where nobody can touch me. So just by changing the meaning you are attaching to things, the things around you will change. For example, if somebody keeps you waiting, let's say 11 बजे का मीटिंग था, 12 बज गए, किसी का अता पता नहीं है, and you're like getting angry. So the meaning you could attach is, they don't respect me, they don't respect my time, I'm going to leave, I'm going to show them who's the boss here, ये वो कुछ भी कर सकते हैं, but that's just increasing your blood pressure. Or you can say, cool, 1 घंटा they're going to be late, let me finish my phone calls, मैं shopping करके आती हूँ, या मैं Netflix का एक episode देख लेती हूँ. You can do anything if you're just willing to say, wow, this is happening for me, how can I make the most of it? So you've changed the meaning you attach to it, right? And then life becomes again happier.
वाह, दैट्स इनक्रेडिबल. क्योंकि हम जो हमारे आसपास हो रहा है वो तो नहीं बदल सकते हैं, लेकिन हम उसके साथ जो मीनिंग अटैच करते हैं वो हम खुद डिसाइड कर सकते हैं कि आखिरकार हम मीनिंग क्या देने वाले हैं इस पूरे सर्कमस्टांस को, इस सिचुएशन को या इस रिलेशनशिप को, और इसी से हम अपनी हैप्पीनेस डिफाइन कर सकते हैं. ग्रेट. सो दिस इज़ एन अमेजिंग टूल. आई वुड से दैट यू स्टार्ट डिफाइनिंग एग्जैक्टली वॉट एवरीथिंग मीन्स टू यू. ग्रेट. मूविंग फॉरवर्ड, हाउ डिड यू डिसाइड टू बिकम अ हैप्पीनेस कोच?
Wow, I think I did not decide. I think I was given the mission by the universe. I know this sounds really cheesy, but genuinely it happened. Like I've done my MBA, worked in corporates, and in my last job, I was on maternity leave. I had just delivered Arjun. Arjun was 6 months old, and around my birthday in 2016, May, I got, I woke up one day and I got this very strong inner feeling ki, Janki, your corporate stint is over. Given the person I am, I'm usually very happy to surrender and go with the flow. So I said, ठीक है, if my corporate stint is over, that's absolutely okay. Tell me what you want me to do next. Now, अब वो answer obviously, speed dial पे नहीं आया. But every morning, here's what I would do. I would wake up and I would ask, universe, what do you want me to do with my life? Given that you've not given me any major skills or talents in life, what do you want me to do? And every day for a month, I would get up and ask. And towards I remember 26th of May 2016, I literally woke up one day and I was like, oh, that. And it was like written in crystal clear that you're supposed to heal people and teach them how to be happy. And I said, ठीक है, yahi sahi. And I know nothing about it because I don't come from a psychology background, never done any, counseling, therapy, koi healers nahi hai family mein. Like, to dur tak no atta pata of, anything to do with this field. But I said, ठीक है, I'm willing to take it up because it felt light in my body. So again, I told the universe, I said, done. Ab bata do kaise karna. So literally a person walked into my house, told me this is what I do. And I said, that. Can you tell me what you studied? Because I want to study exactly that and start. So she gave me a list of courses I needed to do. So I studied 10 levels of almost theta healing, past life regression, tapping, inner child healing, regression, ye wo, like a lot of things I studied. And 2017 April, I started House of Happiness.
Wow, that's an interesting story. So you were already communicating with the universe,
yes,
without knowing.
I think I was intuitively already doing that.
That you're doing it, but you were communicating with the universe, and the universe told you what to do, and that's how you took this journey. And now, 7 years into this journey, how are the days
when you find things very challenging कि कोई ऐसा आ गया जो ऐसा बोलने लगे आपको कि यार ये क्या चीज़ है अभी मतलब सच में ऐसा हो सकता है नहीं हो सकता है और स्टार्ट डाउटिंग मतलब दे नो दैट दे नीड हेल्प बट दे स्टार्ट डाउटिंग कि ऐसा कुछ हो भी सकता है दैट कैन वी एक्चुअली चेंज दिस क्योंकि हमारे पैटर्न्स इतने स्ट्रॉन्ग होते हैं ना कई बार हम उन पैटर्न्स में ज़िंदगी भर से जी रहे होते हैं आई हैव मेट पीपल जो 30-40 साल से उन्हीं पैटर्न्स में जी रहे होते हैं सो हाउ डू यू डील विद देम
I don't try to convince them, you know, because it's your life, it's your party, right? But ये wisdom आया एक साल of House of Happiness के बाद. So पहले I was like, no, you are unhappy. Come here, let me teach you how to be happy. I wanted to take people and, you know, bring them into like this world of happiness and give them the tools whether they wanted it or not. But like they say, you know, you can't make anyone happy. So I said, okay, you know, I give up. I only work with those people who want to choose happiness. Now there's a difference between a person who's a skeptic, ki I want happiness but I don't know if this works, that's fine with me. But there are people who say I don't want only, like I have a person who came on my face and no, मैं अपनी तन्हाइयों के साथ बहुत खुश हूँ, मुझे रहने दो. I said I respect that, at least you are aware कि you are happy being unhappy. Fine with me, right? So I don't try to make people happy, I don't try to convince them. But if there's a skeptic who from a genuine space asks me ki will this work, you know, then I spend enough and more time to show them all that is possible. And on that note, can I show you what is possible?
Absolutely.
Can we do a little demo?
Let's do it. I'll be very happy to do that.
Okay, so do you know what this is? Have you ever seen this before?
Yes, I think this is for hypnosis. That's what I feel.
Yeah, no, we don't do hypnosis using this. So वो नहीं करेंगे. So this is actually a pendulum, and a pendulum is something that works by reading your electromagnetic field, right? So when there is a positive energy, negative energy, a command that you give it, automatically without saying or moving my hand, it will move. Now here's the good part, I'm not going to do it because otherwise people will say ki, you know, ये मैं manipulate कर रही हूँ तो ये आप करोगे. The idea is your thoughts are creating your reality. What is inside you is creating what is outside you, right? So a lot of people say, yeah, but how? I'm to thinking in my head ki I'm not going to get the job, but I really want the job, but no, I'm not going to get the job. But how did that thought create me getting rejected? I'll show you how. Okay? So are you ready?
Absolutely excited.
Let's do this. So all you have to do is hold it steady, right? Don't move your hand, like the top of your hand. The pendulum will move on its own and you can keep it down also. You don't have to like keep it very uncomfortably high, like keep it at a comfortable level.
Okay.
So wherever your hand, because or you can take
support,
you know, support so it doesn't move.
I'll
right?
take
Your
support.
hand has to be very steady. Now,
It's already moving.
you can say hi to the pendulum.
Okay. I will.
Yeah. Now,
Hi,
what
pendulum.
what I want you to visualize is see the pendulum moving towards from me to you, right? In this direction, and just tell the pendulum move back and forth.
Do I speak up loudly
No,
or
you can just give the command in your head. Do you see it's beginning to move? Yes. You're not shaking your hand, right?
Not at all.
All right. So now what I want you to do is just tell the pendulum move side to side this way. You see that?
I'm intentionally not speaking so that, you know, whether it's
that doesn't
happening
shake the correct
or no.
All right. So now let's make it more exciting. Okay? Is it okay if I hold it?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to show you something very interesting. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to just send me positive vibrations like, Janki, you're amazing. I love your work. I'm having so much fun in this conversation. Whatever it is, just send me positive vibrations. Now, when there is positive energy around, the pendulum goes in a clockwise direction, right? So it will literally start going like this.
Okay.
Okay. Now, right now I'm shaking my hand.
Yes.
Okay. And when there is negative vibrations, the pendulum goes anti-clockwise. Okay. So I'm not going to move my hand now, and just start sending positive vibrations to me.
So do I speak or
No, just in your
in
mind.
my
Just
thoughts?
in your mind, think positive thoughts.
So just in my mind. Okay.
See? You see?
Yes. Wow.
It's already going. Your thoughts are making this pendulum move right now. All right? Now, let's make it more fun. Think negative things about me. I know you love me.
Yes, I
but
do.
think negative things like, you know, Janki, this has been a waste of time. You're stupid. You're useless. Like just whatever. Think negative thoughts and see how the thing will change.
Can we skip this part of
No,
thinking
let's do it.
negative?
Let's do it for the audience, right?
Okay.
Let's show them, because we think that if I'm thinking I'm fat, you know, I'm not looking good enough. These are just thoughts, but it's physically affecting molecules around you, right? So let's do it. All right?
That's
So
gonna
think
be-
negative thoughts.
Okay.
See, instantly, right?
Yes.
Instantly. You see? Okay. But if there is something that's negative that's going on around you, don't you want to know how to change it?
Of course.
So you're going to continue to send negativity, and I'm going to make sure this doesn't move.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Let's start.
It's not moving.
That's because while you're sending me negativity, I'm sending out positivity. So it doesn't matter. This is what it means. If your environment is negative, but if you keep your vibrations high, how do you keep your vibrations high? By being in gratitude, by accepting, by allowing things to be, by not judging, right? And not just keep on giving love, happiness, gratitude. You will see that no matter how much negativity is around you, it cannot affect you.
Wow. So it's like building some kind of a shield around yourself?
Yes, yes. When your vibration is high, low vibration things cannot affect you.
ओके तो हम अपने आसपास एक शील्ड बना सकते हैं और आसपास चाहे कुछ भी हो रहा हो वो हमें इफेक्ट नहीं करेगा, हमारी वाइब्रेशन को इफेक्ट नहीं करेगा. जानकी, इज दिस अ स्पेशल पेंडुलम? ये कहाँ से ले सकता है? अगर किसी को इसको लेना हो या किसी को बाय करना हो तो क्या आपके पास कांटेक्ट करें या कहाँ से हम इसे ले सकते हैं?
No, definitely you can contact me, but no, this is not a special pendulum. Pendulum is anything कि एक string पे आप अपनी अंगूठी भी अगर attach कर दे तो it will become a pendulum and it will give you the same effect. So nothing special about this. Just what's in your mind. Yes.
And thank you so much for all the experiences that you shared, all the experiments that you shared. It was really, really fun interacting with you.
The pleasure is all mine. I had a lovely time chatting with you, and I'm glad that people are going to get to hear these insights, because I think more people need to know that they are the creators of their life.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
उम्मीद करते हैं आज का एपिसोड आपको पसंद आया होगा. अगर आप भी अपनी ज़िंदगी में हेल्दी, हैप्पी और ऑसम रहना चाहते हैं तो हमसे जुड़े रहिए और हमारा चैनल सब्सक्राइब करना बिल्कुल मत भूलिए. साथ ही बेल आइकन भी क्लिक कर लीजिए, क्योंकि जब भी हम एक नया एपिसोड अपलोड करेंगे तो उसका नोटिफिकेशन आप तक सबसे पहले पहुंच जाएगा. सो स्टे हैप्पी, हेल्दी एंड ऑसम.